Good evening, everyone. It is about 12:13 a.m. on Friday, November 8th, coming at you with an urgent update. Got me out of bed, and I wanted to share it with all of you immediately about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and the investigation. They shared a lot more. At Night Intelligent came out with a post that shared a tremendous amount of information about what is going on in the case, and we're going to discuss it. Thank you so much for being here. This is Crime Time Buzz. Welcome in, welcome back. This is for entertainment purposes only, not to be taken as fact. If you hear me say something, it is an opinion, a theory, or a speculation. No one is being accused. What I say is alleged. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get right to it and read it. This is from At Night Intelligence, and it said public assistance sought to locate missing teen. Hashtag Sebastian Rogers. Have you seen me? There is so much information in this post. We really need to talk about it. There is so much. A digital footprint has been identified, they say. They've put out a high priority alert. At Night is requesting public assistance in locating Sebastian Rogers, age 15, who disappeared on or about February 26, 2024. Our investigation has uncovered credible intelligence suggesting key connections in Oregon and neighboring states. Write that down. And neighboring states. We are actively pursuing these leads across multiple states and regions of interest. On November 4th, at night, in collaboration with Dog the Bounty Hunter's High Risk Violent Fugitive Recovery Task Force and licensed investigators from Tennessee and neighboring states, working under contract for Sebastian's father, and at night, requested that One World initiate a high priority alert through its rapid reach response system. Wow. This alert has been deployed and continues to key regions. Listen to this one. Particularly along United States with Canadian border access, based on intelligence indicating the possible presence of individuals connected to this investigation. Let me read that part to you again. I'm sorry. This alert has been deployed and continues to key regions, particularly along U.S. states with Canadian border access points, based on intelligence indicating the possible presence of individuals connected to this investigation. So, U.S. states with Canadian border access. Let's keep going. At Night remains steadfast in its commitment to following all actionable leads. And listen to the states they're going to with leads across Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Illinois, Louisiana, Missouri, Oregon, South Carolina, Virginia, Wisconsin, and identified entry points into Canada. So they're saying they have leads with identified entry points into Canada. Our team is operating on a 24/7 basis after recent intelligence. Now they've amped up now to 24/7. They were moving fast just a couple of days ago. They are now 24/7, and here is why. Our team is operating on a 24/7 basis after recent intelligence revealed a digital footprint linked to an individual with direct ties to the investigation. Direct ties to the investigation. Who has direct ties to the investigation? So they have found a digital footprint linked to an individual with direct ties to the investigation. Wow. Following a verified tip originating from Oregon. So that leads us to realize that the lady who saw them at Ford's Pond is verified now. Following a verified tip originating from Oregon, if indeed that's the tip they're speaking of, but I believe it is. Following a verified tip originating from Oregon, we have expedited efforts to verify information confirming of at least two individuals in Oregon connected to this case. Their identities remain confidential. Wow. Wow. So they have someone with direct ties to the investigation. They have found through intelligence, reveal the digital footprint, and they have that lead in Oregon led them to two individuals at least that are connected to this case. It is yet to be determined whether Sebastian was involved in this travel. They referring to Oregon. So they did travel to Oregon, my friends. That's what this is saying, in my opinion. The records request said the lady spotted the Stepfoots, KP and CP, at Ford's Pond in Sutherland, Oregon in March. And listen, and this is saying it is yet to be determined whether Sebastian was involved in this travel. So the travel happened, friends, in my opinion. However, we are focused on corroborating all findings and expanding our understanding of these connections. While no verified sightings of Sebastian have been reported, At Night and its assisting partners, including contracted and private contractors and investigators, believe that individuals in these regions may hold the information critical to locating him, meaning Sebastian. Canadian authorities and other relevant agencies have been notified. We have a lot of subscribers in Canada. You hearing this, friends? Canadian authorities and other relevant agencies have been notified. We urge anyone with information, however minor it may seem, to report tips immediately. If you have any information concerning the whereabouts of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, please contact Sumner County Sheriff's Office, TBI, or you may also reach out to your local FBI office, the nearest American embassy or consulate, or submit a tip online. Remember, we talked about that when they threw that in there before, that was odd that they said the nearest embassy or consulate. And we were wondering if they were thinking he was out of country. Alternatively, you can contact at Dog the Bounty Hunter and then 1833 Tell Dog, or At Night 844-922-3236. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. Wow, that was a lot of information. So we have a lot of viewers in Canada. A lot of you are in Canada. A lot of members of our family are in Canada, our members. You now, please keep your eyes open for Sebastian. Wow, get those flyers out. So this means that sighting in Oregon was verified. And it has now connected two individuals in Oregon connected to the case. They're going to remain confidential for now, but there is a digital footprint linked to an individual with direct ties to the investigation. So now they are on a 24/7 basis of operation. My goodness. They are They are the alert has been deployed. That rapid reach response system did out a high priority alert from One World. It has been deployed in key regions, particularly US states with Canadian border access points. So that's important. That's important. Based on intelligence indicating the possible presence of individuals connected to this investigation. Then there's also other states involved. So if you're on any United States border in Canada, keep your eyes open. Oregon, keep your eyes open. Alabama, now they're going to mention these states, and I'm going to read them to you again. Alabama at night remains steadfast in its commitment to following all actionable leads across Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Illinois, Louisiana, Missouri, Oregon, South Carolina, Virginia, Wisconsin, and identified entry points into Canada. Wow, that's a lot. A lot for an update. It's good news. Sebastian is not located yet. They don't know if he was on that trip to Oregon, allegedly, but there are people that they believe are up in the upper states near the Canadian border that may be involved and connected to the case. And there are confirmed at least two individuals in Oregon connected to this case, on top of they are now moving 24/7 because intelligence has discovered a digital footprint linked to an individual with direct ties to the investigation. A digital footprint,
We gotta hear
oh my
about
goodness,
this.
sorry about that. A digital footprint refers to the trail of data left when you use the internet. So it could be websites that are visited, emails that are sent, information you submit online. A digital footprint can be used to track a person's online activities and devices. So something has been revealed in a digital footprint, uncovered, discovered regarding someone directly connected to this investigation. Direct connection. Direct ties is how he put it to this investigation. Things are moving, things are shaking. Everyone, no matter where we are, we need our eyes open for Sebastian. Flyers out, share his story, say his name, bring him home. Prayers up for Sebastian and every person, boots on the ground, regardless of who you are, where you are. Thank you so much for doing that. We are going to bring him home. Thank you so much for joining me. Talk soon.